Good afternoon and welcome to the channel. Major Havoc here, looking at a few of the 1911 double stack 2011 style compensated guns. Going to be reviewing the Girsan 2311 Match-X, a new budget entry into the category. Now, before this review, I've had this gun for a week and put 1,000 rounds through it of various ammunitions, so I could talk with a little experience and a little background about how it operates and what I think about it. It's my opinion, my experience with it, and your mileage may vary. First off, it is a kind of a XC wannabe. As you can see, it is a 4 1/4 Commander type length slide with a integrated comped barrel. Well, what is nice about it is it's not a screw-on or thread-on compensator. It is part of the barrel. It is machined from one block of bar stock, so that is actually a pretty good thing. It comes optic cut. It is optic cut with an RMSC footprint. Definitely, that's not a positive for sure. It comes with an adjustable rear sight, a fiber optic front sight. As you can see, fiber optic front sight has already fell off somewhere. The full frame with full Picatinny tack rail on here is real nice. The slide to frame fit was really good. It's got 1,000 rounds on it now. In the back here, it's nice and tight, horizontal, vertical. It's a little loosened up on the front, just a little bit, not bad at all. When it first came in, I got rid of all the machining oil and grease and debris, disassembled, cleaned it, lubed it, and got it ready. 1,000 rounds with no additional maintenance whatsoever, just oil and go. So this frame, however, is aluminum. My concern with this is this particular pistol weighs in at 32 ounces. I've added a steel mag well, and when I shot it against the competitors, the Staccato XC, weighing as pictured, the Staccato XC was 40.46 ounces if I remember, but it's a Staccato XC, has a Chile aluminum grip and a Chile steel magwell red dirt trigger. Other than that, it's basically a stock XC, but weighs about 40.46 ounces. Now, the Romulus Comp is also a steel frame, same configuration, tri-port comp. We've upgraded this a little bit. We'll talk about that later on in the episode. But it has a aluminum grip and a steel magwell, and it came in a little bit heavier at 40.74. When you see the shooting footage of the Girsan Match-X, so it would be a reasonably fair comparison, not really a true comparison, but just pretty close. We got it at 40 ounces. By adding a Streamlight TLR1 up here, adding this magwell, an optic plate, and an optic, we were able to get it to exactly 40 ounces. So within 3/4 of an ounce, that's about as fair could be. So getting back to this, this is a nice entry-level pistol. It was rather smooth. No disconnector, dragging, anything like that. No gummy Cerakote. In all honesty, it didn't have any malfunctions until near the end. I wanted to go 1,000 rounds without any maintenance, just clean it, lube it, and rock and roll. It ran 115s and 124s. The first 500 or 600 were S&B 124, ran flawless. Near the end, as it was getting dirty, I let other folks shoot it, and one person, a fellow content creator, had brought some Monarch ammunition, 115, and it had a few chokes on his, maybe, I can't remember, I wasn't even watching much, 2 or 3 rounds where it was like, I'm gonna pass the gun for reliability, because basically 995, 997 rounds out of 1,000, it did fine, just near the end, choking with one shooter with one ammo. So we're not gonna beat that to death. So without further ado, I'm gonna tell you what's going on here. Going to take this back and do a few minor upgrades, not just aesthetic upgrades. I think a hot rod pistol ought to perform well and be reliable. And anytime you're going to run a compensated pistol, it screams hot rod. Just like in the background here, you see this orange 1939 Chevy of mine. Well, you can just look at it and say, hey, Chevrolet didn't make that car like that in 1939. It was basically black, you know, or gray or what have you. It had like a little, you know, 6-cylinder engine in it and whatever. Well, this, aesthetically, you can see it has been upgraded from the outside. You know, it's a nice paint job. It's been lowered, custom suspension, Boyd Coddington, you know, billet steel wheels. But, you know, what you don't see, the upgrades that are most important to me are what you don't see. What's under the hood, a high-performance 400 horsepower, 350 cubic inch Chevrolet, small block Chevy, a 4-speed automatic overdrive transmission, a 9-inch Ford rear end with 373 positive traction, tilt wheel, you know, rack and pinion steering, disc brake upgrades. It's all the performance and reliability upgrades that you can't see that make that a hot rod. Well, what we're going to do to this pistol is the same thing that the XC has and the same thing the Romulus has. We're going to do some upgrades on the inside. We're going to make this thing perform and have some more reliability and a little bit more performance. So in about 3 weeks, I'll be back with an update. Following this introductory segment, I'm going to tag on some shooting videos where you can see the Match-X, this Girsan Match-X in action. So you can see how it's handling, if there's any muzzle rise, any recoil considerations, look at accuracy, speed, function, reliability, things like that. You'll see it shooting a couple times. We'll have the Romulus out there shooting with it, and we'll have the XC, so you can kind of see, well, how does a 1,069 MSRP pistol live up to a basically 1,1700 MSRP, upgraded with all the things we've done to this. We're looking at maybe 2,500, and with the upgrades on the XC, about 5 Gs. So you got basically 1,100, 2,500, 5,000. Is there that much difference between them? Well, I'm not answering that. We're going to let the video, let the shooting, let the viewer decide, you know, what's the right thing to do. I'm here to tell you, you got to start somewhere. Not everybody's going to start over here. Not everybody's going to start here. Is this a good place to start? So far, so good. We'll do some upgrades, come back in about 3 weeks, and do some more shooting footage, and kind of do a little comparison. Well, stay tuned. Shooting footage coming up next.
Girsan, round 4 with the Match-X. Mag 5. All right, Girsan Match-X. Now let's go see what the XC does. Just for comparison now, we're going to shoot the Staccato XC with the upgrades of the red dirt trigger and the Chile grip. This is now a $5,000 gun, not including the optic. And we just shot a Girsan, which was $1,000, not including the optic. So a $1,000 gun on previous video, and now a $5,000 gun.
More shooting footage with the modified Romulus. Hopefully you can see the exhaust from the port working. We'll play it back in slow motion and see how that's working out, how much is coming out of the comp, how much is coming out of the ports, and how much is coming out of the muzzle. Let's try it again. Man, I'm telling you, it is smooth. I believe these upgrades have paid dividends. Thank you very much.
This is with the Celia?
Yes, S&B 124, okay. New ammo. Yep, same mags, different ammo, much better. Yep. I just don't like to go slow. Pretty flat, I'd say. Yeah. What was your feeling with that plastic grip?
That would be the only thing I think I change about it is the plastic grip.
What would you, aluminum?
Aluminum, definitely.
Aluminum grip?
Yeah,
How's the
definitely.
trigger though?
That's smooth for $1,000.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
what do you think about that trigger?
that's nice and light. Definitely nice and light.
Yeah, reset's good, I thought.
Yeah, it got a little bit of a creep. Not much though.
Man, all right. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. All right. After one adjustment on the sight, second magazine ever. All right, needs to go up a little bit more and right a little bit more.
Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.